Bendición, luz y progreso. Love, light, prosperity to the collective. Can you guys hear me okay? Bendición, mama. Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing? I was trying to get this full screen. I can't get it. I pray all you guys are doing well. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I'm going to give it some time for people to join the stream. If you are new here, drop your name in Zodiac and say hello. We're going to tap in on general collective energy. Bendición, Nikki. How are you, mama? I hope you're doing well. Des, Scorpio, welcome in, my love. Thank you for being here. What other signs do we have? Happy Sagittarius season to all of my Saggies. Big Sag energy. Not the little one, but the big one. All right. Sagittarius, King of Wands. I should have known. December or November. Not for nothing. What's up, Richard? I haven't seen you forever, beloved. How are you, Taurus? What's going on, you guys? Drop your name and Zodiac in the chat. All right. If you're on YouTube, make sure you guys smash that like and subscribe to the channel. My handles are unforgettable_EMZ. All right. I am on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. So please make sure to connect, okay, on the Discord. Nope. I'm still here. You can't get rid of me. You can't get rid of me. Drop your name and Zodiac. We're doing good, mama. Thank you for asking. Name and Zodiac, you guys. Go ahead, share the live with a minimum of 5 friends. All right, we're going to tap into collective energy. All right, but I'm trying to see who we got in the chat. We got Cynthia Aries. I see you, beloved. I see you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Alex Virgo, thank you for being here. Who else do we have? Name and Zodiac, beloveds. Name and Zodiac. If this is your first time here, welcome in. My name is Madam Divine. I am an intuitive psychic medium. I'm also a Reiki practitioner. I also am a jewelry maker, so I make waist beads and all types of energetic pieces. And I'm also a dope-ass poet. All right, so if you vibe with my energy, make sure you guys follow, okay? Follow. Carlos Sagittarius, welcome. We're going to tap into the collective energy, but before I do, I am going to open up in prayer just to make sure that we are aligned energetically. And I also want to make sure that we cleanse and bless the space so that we can welcome in light energy. All right, because I also got to protect my crown and my collective. So if you are here, welcome. Make sure you pour into the live. As much as y'all give in is as much as y'all get from me. I'm big on reciprocity. All right. If you're a Sag, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you're not a Sag, all right, and you tired of just putting out that energy and it not being reciprocated, well, guess what, beloved? We on the same team. Okay. We on the same team. So let's go ahead and open up in prayer. Padre nuestro que está en los cielos, santificado sea tu nombre. Venga a tu reino, hágase tu voluntad en la tierra como en el cielo. Danos hoy nuestro pan de cada día. Perdona nuestra ofensa como también nosotros perdonamos a los que nos ofenden. No nos deje caer en la tentación, libéranos del mal. Amén. Ave María, Dios te salve María, llena eres de gracia, el Señor es contigo. Bendita tú eres entre todas las mujeres y bendito es el fruto de tu vientre Jesús. Santa María, Madre de Dios, ruega por nosotros pecadores, ahora en la hora de nuestra muerte. Amén. Gloria al Padre, al Hijo, al Espíritu Santo, como era en el principio, ahora y siempre, por los siglos de los siglos. Amén, amén, amén. God, above all, I give you thanks for this time, space, and energy that you're aligning me with the collective at this time. I ask that you please remove all negativity, any toxic cords, or any blockages from allowing me to tap into the divine frequency. I call upon the Akashic Records, the Ascended Masters, for divine truth, divine wisdom, and counsel at this time to be directed towards the collective that I'm picking up, whether it's on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, or on TikTok. Spirit, I ask that you align me with the right energy, and we remove all distractions from allowing the collective to receive the energetic healing that they need and alignment at this time. I call upon divine source. I call upon light energy, healing, love, light. I call upon the direction of right path. All right, the righteous way, Spirit. I ask that you please align me with the message. What is the life lesson for this collective, Spirit? Align me with my spiritual court, my santos, my eguns, my muertos, la gitana que me acompaña, los indios que me rodean, my son 3, my grandmother Emilia, my best friend Sierra, as we now tap into the divine frequency, Spirit. May we align energetically and spiritually. Archangel Michael, I call upon your divine protection, your divine essence, as you cover and shield me, my crown, from my crown all the way down to my feet, and extend that protection as well over to my viewers, wherever they may be. We give all thanks and gratitude to the Most High for allowing us to connect once again vibrationally and energetically. Keep us safe and sound. Keep our mental strong and focused as we venture on our journeys on our spiritual paths. We give all thanks. Ashe. We're going to tap in, collective. We're going to tap in on collective energy. If you're here, drop your name and zodiac, all right? Name and zodiac. Make sure you guys are following. I am posting. I'm live on YouTube, so if you guys want to run it back on YouTube, you're more than welcome to. All right, I'm going to tap into collective energy. I'm going to pull on the life lesson because I feel like here lately, right, I've been pulling heavy on this deck because I feel like there's a lot going on that some of us continue to have to recycle back, right? Because I'm seeing cycles, endless cycles of lessons that you either have come across, but you haven't learned the lesson, right? Because you keep repeating that same, I keep hearing you keep repeating the same lesson over and over again. So what is it in the lesson that you're missing? So we're going to tap in on a life lesson. I feel like that's going to be the series for the next couple of weeks, right? I don't know how long, but a life lesson might be something you need to hear today, right? To get you what you need to be. So, Holy Spirit, holy angels, divine truth, divine wisdom, divine counsel. At this time, I would like to connect with this collective. All right. What is the life lesson at hand? What is the life lesson at hand for this beautiful collective spirit? If you guys are ready for your message, go ahead and drop that sunflower in the chat to connect the vibration to the reading. Go ahead and drop that sunflower, spirit. What is the energy? What is the energy? What is the life lesson? What is the life lesson for this collective? Life lesson for this collective, please. It says words and ideas can heal the mind and nurture the soul. Ooh, I love that. All right. It says words and ideas can heal the mind and nurture the soul. All right. So some of you may be in this creative flow energy, right? Some of you guys may be artists of some sort. Hey, Robin, welcome back, my dear. Love, light, prosperity to you. Some of you guys can be creators, all right? Building something from nothing. Some of you guys can be real artistic, okay? Whatever the case may be, whatever ideas you have, whatever words that you speak, don't close yourself off, right? Because I feel like people tend to because I feel my throat literally closing, and I just had a private reading, and I was literally telling her, I was like, you have so much to speak, but so much is left unsaid, so much is left unspoken. Why are you constricting yourself from speaking your truth, right? So for a lot of you, There's a need for you to really embody the energy of speaking your truth, okay? Self-love, self-worth, self-respect, self-value. It's time to put up boundaries to protect your peace. All right? This will set the tone in every relationship. All right? So there is another life lesson there for you, all right? Self-love, self-worth, we have self-value and self-respect. You set these boundaries in place. This is going to set the tone for every relationship that you come in contact with. I see a lot of orange as well. I see lots of orange. Let me move these over for YouTube. Let me get one more life lesson for this collective spirit. It says, it's so funny because my shirt, hold on, I have to show you guys my shirt. We have Tom and Jerry, right? We got, y'all understand it. I mean, I don't know if this is telling my age, right? But Tom and Jerry, you guys are familiar with the characters, right? Y'all see it? Tom and Jerry. Well, guess what? Tom and Jerry yourself into a wall. That's a life lesson here. That's a life lesson here, all right? Tom and Jerry yourself into a wall. So, collective, what I'm picking up from this energy is you guys are people who are very mindful. You guys are a very intellectual group that I'm picking up on. Okay? You're a very intellectual group. I just had a call come in, so I do apologize. Um, you guys could be life path sevens. Your birthday could be the 7th, 16th, or the 25th. Okay, I'm getting heavy life path 7. I'm getting very like genius smart energy. So whoever you are, you know exactly who I'm talking to. Okay, there's a lot of things that you have learned in your life experiences. And because you've learned a lot in your life experiences, this has literally made you very smart as opposed to other people. I'm not saying people that you surround yourself are dumb. You just think differently because of the experiences that you've had to undergo. So now that you've reached this point of elevation in your healing journey, you've reached this elevation point in your journey in your life, you have the ultimate respect for yourself. I'm picking up that this collective has, you have a heart of gold. I'm just going to say it. You have a heart of gold. And because you have a heart of gold, you are somebody that, you know, your average person doesn't run into a person like you. You know what I'm saying? It's giving very authentic, very special, somebody who, you know, is very unique in their own ways. You know, I'm getting like collectible. Like you're a collectible. You know, if you go to like antique shops and or people who are collectors and they collect, you know, all sorts of things that hold value. You are that person energetically, physically, emotionally. You know what I'm saying? You just hit a little different. And it's because one, you have undergone a lot in life, and because of those things that you've endured, you've been able to kind of nurture yourself. But there's a need for you to like really speak on it, because I feel like sometimes, you know how Tom and Jerry, they're always chasing each other, right? I feel like that's you sometimes too. Like you can run yourself into a fucking wall without really setting the intention. It just kind of happens, right? Because you drive yourself mad. It's like you know how to heal, you know how to create, you know how to nurture your soul, you know how to love yourself, but you still fight. It's like that angel and the devil, right? The angel is telling you something, right? And it's like, all right, I fuck with it, I could go with it. But then the devil is like giving you another option. And that option is, you know, a bit chaotic, a bit risky. And you're like, all right, you know, it's like you fight yourself. You fight yourself. I see that. But I also feel like some of you guys, this collective as well. I'm about to tap into the Goddess Tarot, but for this collective as well, you you've been in this stage of healing. All right, I'm getting that you've been in this heavy stage of healing, nurturing. Some of you guys could be going to therapy or been thinking about going to therapy. Like, I definitely sense that energy of you seeking, outside sources to help you kind of alleviate or process your trauma. So I definitely feel like this collective is definitely an elevated collective who has definitely been doing the work, the shadow work, the healing, the questioning, right? You're asking questions. You're like, I don't really believe what you're telling me. You know what I'm saying? I got to go figure that out on my own. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just not going to believe what you tell me. Like, if you tell me the sky is blue, I'm going to challenge you because in my eyes, I see it different, and I feel like people are always going to either they're going to challenge you, right? Because they want to get you out of character and see if you're going to switch up. But you're someone that's very intelligent. You're intellectual. You're a genius. All right. The way you think, the way you move. What's up, Papa? Bendición, luz y progreso, mi amor. I love you. Thank you for the gifts. But yes, collective, you guys move in such a different pace. Like, I see that you guys are like a gem. You know what I'm saying? Like, your energy is unlike anyone's. And I feel like for a lot of you, the energy that I'm picking up, a lot of you could be very much loners. Who's a loner? If you're a loner, tap it on the chat. Put a sunflower. Hey, Renata, bendición, mama. Love and light. If you're a loner, tap in. Thank you for the crown. I appreciate it. If you've been a loner, tap the fuck in. All right. If you've been a loner, tap in. Because I sense that this collective that I'm picking up on, you have literally been moving on your own accord. You know what I'm saying? You vibrate to your own beat of your drum. You know what I'm saying? You're not a follower. You don't follow in people's footsteps. You move on your own energy. You do your things on your own time. You like your own shit. You know what I'm saying? For a lot of you, you guys have very unique hobbies. For a lot of you, you guys are into, you know, aliens and shit that normal people that people will consider the average person normal. No, we're the normal ones, the highly spiritual beings, right? That see things outside of what everybody else sees as normal. We're the normal ones. Everybody else that doesn't resonate and doesn't align, they're the strangers, right? Because spirit is literally, and I'm not bringing immigration, I'm not bringing race, I'm not bringing none of that, right? I'm just giving you guys analogies because that's how it comes to me, right? But I remember seeing a video, and you know how they've been doing those ICE checkpoints, right? Checking people to see if, they're illegal, blah, blah, blah. Technically, right, everybody is illegal because the natives had the lands first, right? And so this woman checked this person, this ICE officer, and basically was like, this is my land, this is my territory. The border crossed me. I didn't cross the border crossed me. So this is essentially the same thing, right? People are going to continue to try to test you out of your element, to try to push you, right? And make you feel like you're the one that you're the one that's off, that you're the one that's weird, that you're the one that is not normal. That's not the case whatsoever, right? You are very much in tune with yourself. You are very much in tune with your mind. Again, very intelligent energy here. You are somebody that knows your self-love, your self-worth, your self-respect, your self-value. You know who you are because you've taken the time. You've taken the time to learn who you are, right? Because being a loner requires time and space away from the chaos, away from what everybody else is doing. Everybody else is celebrating. Everybody else is going out every fucking Friday night, Saturday night. What are you celebrating? You're not celebrating nothing, right? I'm over here putting in the work, right? I'm doing my self-guided journals. I'm meditating, I'm grounding, I'm becoming more in tune with nature. I'm having more conversations with God, right? I don't have distractions. And because I don't have distractions, that makes you the higher percentile of the people who are intelligent because you're not wasting your time. You're not wasting your time. Everybody else is like Tom and Jerry, you know what I'm saying? Cat and mouse chasing something. And once they get that, they're chasing the next thing. No, you're not doing that. You're somebody who's very focused. You know who you are to your core, collective. All right? You know who you are to your core. Spirit. Let's get the energy for my collective. If this message is resonating with you, make sure you guys smash that like, show support to the channel. All right. And if you haven't done so, make sure you're following. Spirit, what is the energy for my collective? Look at that. We have the Justice card in reverse. All right. For a lot of you, you have a lot of people who aren't responsible for their choices. Let's talk about it. Ooh. For a lot of you, you've had to deal with people who are not responsible for their choices, and they lack the accountability for their actions. Let's talk about it. How many have y'all had to deal with such energy, right? People who try to come in and create an imbalance in your life. Again, you know who you are. You know what you want. You're not confused, right? You're not confused. But what this year is literally bringing to light, and I don't want to say this year, this energy currently that we're in right now, especially with the retrograde, is literally bringing everything to light. It is exposing the truth for what it is, and you have no choice but to accept it and do something with it, right? I've been talking about it for about a week and a half. The message just keeps resonating. All right. Things are coming up to the surface, and it's because it's needed to. Why? Because we're moving into forward movement. If you think about a horse, I'm going to keep bringing Chinese astrology, but a horse, if you allow a horse, right? Just envision something with me, y'all. Envision a horse in a plain field. A plain field. Envision a horse in a field. What do you think that horse is going to do? I'm waiting. What do you think that horse is going to do? That horse is not confined. That horse feels what? It's four letters that I'm looking for. Four letters that I'm looking for. Yes, run. But that horse is not feeling confined. That horse is feeling what? Free. Yes. Free. So 2026 is a year for you to run and run where the field is clear, right? Ain't no blockages, ain't nothing disrupting, ain't nothing disturbing. You literally, it's tunnel vision, right? The horse, when the horse is going, ain't no stopping. You hear me? Ain't no stopping. That horse is going to continue to go, continue to go, continue to go. Why? Because horse has stability, a horse has stamina, and that's the year that we're tapping into. So that's why Spirit is literally aligning you with everything right now. The people that are in your life for a reason. The people that are walking out of your life, the people who are dismissing themselves from your life, let them. Let them, because they can't keep up with you in 2026. 2026 is the year of the horse. You're free. You're ready to roam free, right? There's no need to feel confined to a relationship. There's no need for you to feel confined to a friend group. There's no need for you to be confined in a family dynamic that's not working out for you, right? The energy that we're flowing into right now is new beginnings, new energy, new experiences that will align you in your freedom. And that's especially for those right now, because we're in Sagittarius season. One thing about a Sagittarius, and I put this on everything because I'm a big Sag, right? We do not like to be confined. We like our freedom. Okay? And the fact that it's not just the year of the horse, it's the year of the fire horse. Okay? It's the fire horse. Okay? So this horse is not coming to play. This horse has fire up under its ass. And when you feel fire up under your ass, what does that do, collective? What does that do? It burns, yeah, but it accelerates, right? You need that acceleration, because for a lot of y'all, this energy that you've been in has literally caused you to be in stagnicity. And there was a reason for you, because Spirit wanted you to be still to see what was being revealed to you. to show you what was being exposed to you, right? And when you have so many things going on in your energetic auric field, right? You're not able to see. It's like you're blindsided. I'm getting that heavy, right? For some of y'all could suffer from some migraines. Okay, I'm getting severe migraines, and I'm also getting like grogginess, right? Like very clouded. Your mind could be um, it could be very clouded, and if you've been feeling that way, there's a need for you to cleanse your crown. Okay, that's very much important and very much real. All right. So if you've been feeling that, you definitely need to cleanse. And if you don't know how to cleanse, I can help you. Sorry, I need to drink. But I really feel like it's time for y'all to really step into your actions. Y'all calling people for what it is. Look at that. We got the Queen of Wands. Stay confident. Stay confident, okay? You are light. You're radiating light energy. And I know some of y'all could be real tired and real festered and frustrated, but you got to give yourself some grace, all right? Give yourself some grace, collective, because y'all been through a lot. You've been focusing on becoming a better human being, and I can see that. I can see that. Yeah, look at that. The Three of Swords, and it came out in the cross energy. Hola. It came out in the cross energy. For a lot of you, yes, you've been hit in the crossfires. You literally have been in the middle of a bunch of shit. Some of you guys have been in massive arguments, conflicts that have literally caused, the end of friendships. Long-term friendships, okay? Childhood friendships. I'm hearing some of y'all have been betrayed by your own family. All right? Blood. A lot of you have undergone some real painful experiences when it comes to partnerships. Let's talk about it. Y'all have gone through the ringer, but one thing about y'all is you're still standing strong. Despite what you've gone through, you don't look like what you've gone through, collective. Let's talk about it. You don't look like what you've gone through. So that's where spirit is like, you know what? Just hang in there. Right? Just hang in there. Like 2026 shit is about to shift. Like we about to take off. The train is about to go. The train is about to take off. It's time to leave. Right? It's time to leave. It's time to trust that the divine guidance, your intuition, right? You're in tune with your intuition, and you trust your intuition. Because if you ain't trusting your intuition, man, I'm telling you right now, you ain't gonna make it anywhere in life. Put that on everything. I put that on everything I love. If you do not learn how to trust yourself, you're gonna continue to fail. I'm telling you, you're gonna continue to fail in your decision making and your choices. So there's a need for you to trust. All right. If your intuition is telling you something, man, trust it. Trust it. Listen to it and act accordingly. Okay? Because I feel like it's enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. You've been doing the work. You've been doing the work. But I'm gonna tell you something. Just because you've been doing the work doesn't mean that the universe ain't gonna test you and bring other people that lack what you got, right? You don't think the universe is gonna send you some sort of lesson, right? You don't think the universe is gonna send you that person that keeps repeating to see if you're gonna fall in that cycle? And that's what continues to happen. Yes, you've done the work. You've done the work. It shows, it reflects. I see it. But you still keep involving yourself with people who aren't aligned, right, energetically with you. You keep giving people the benefit of the doubt. You keep allowing people to keep coming in. You allow people to keep coming in, and these people keep knocking you down. That's why I'm saying enough is enough. How many tests do you need to go through to finally be like, all right, you know what? I get it. I know your energy. I see it, and I'm not going to entertain it. I'm not going to entertain it. We're not entertaining this energy. You hear me, collective? No. Look at that. The World card. All right. It came out in the reverse. All right. Spirit is wanting you to really listen to your higher self. Are you grounding your energy? Are you really grounding your energy? Or are you just saying that? Right? Are you trying to find ways to meditate? Like even right now, what I've got playing in the background, I've got healing frequencies. Even things like that, you can literally just sit in stillness for 5 minutes and just listen to that and reground your energy. It does not take much, collective. It does not take much. All right. Spirit wants you to enjoy the experiences, no matter how hard they may come off, no matter how it may look. They want you to enjoy the experience. Even if it hurts, man, you're going to look back and you're going to remember that that's not what you want to experience again. Okay. I just received a Apple Pay. Sandra, I got you, baby. I got you on the list, okay? But look at that. For a lot of you, you're coming off as a teacher. You're coming off as somebody that is a teacher, okay? You've learned a lot through your experiences, and because you've learned through so much, you are not only wise, but you're somebody that people view with high authority. You're very much respected. You're somebody that can also be very much in tune with nature, right? Being out in nature really soothes your soul. It's healing to you. You may find yourself just sitting outside and just receiving, vitamin D from the sun. Some of you guys may like to go to the river. Like I love going to the river. Yeah, I live at the river. Bodies of water make me calm, right? Some of you guys may like walking on a trail, a specific trail, because Spirit is showing me like a park with a trail, right? Or maybe you need to incorporate that more, being in nature. And I know that the seasons is changing, right? But you'll find your way. All right. It's time that you continue to trust in the divine plan, right? Trust in the divine plan, but also connect, right? Connect to the divine plan. All right. And look at that. We got the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So for a lot of you, there is going to be some sort of restoration coming in. Spirit may connect you with, a love. All right. There could be some sort of love partnership that's coming in, or maybe that's something that you're trying to manifest. And I think you had to go through all of these things in order for you to embrace this new connection, right? If this is not a new connection, this can be definitely a support system that's coming in, right? In the later future for you. I'm picking that up heavy with the Two of Cups. Spirit, give me some clarity with the Two of Cups. Why is the Two of Cups here for this collective? Why is the Two of Cups here for the collective? 33. All right, 33. I keep seeing threes. Look, the Ten of Pentacles. Look, collective. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, okay? Because I don't sugarcoat. All right. A lot of you are looking for long term. All right. You're not playing about temporary. You're not doing no temporary. You're not doing no situationship. You're not investing your time in things that just don't align with your energy. Like if it doesn't bring growth and potential for you, and I don't even want to say potential, right? Because potential is for the birds, right? We're talking about real shit, right? This is something material that you want to bring in, right? Something actual, something tangible, not just money, right? But I definitely see that there's some shifts happening here, all right? These changes are happening because you're about to embark on a whole new journey. For some of you, this can involve a family, expanding your family. Not just expanding your family, but I also do feel like for some of you, there could be some sort of long-term move here. Family is big here. I'm picking up heavy family. And we're literally moving into the holidays. So let me get one more for this collective, Spirit. One more for this collective. Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, the Death card. Um You know what, y'all? I fuck with this energy. Hello, Maria. Love, light, prosperity. Good to see you after our private. Listen, you guys are ending generational cycles, okay? I'm gonna be frank with y'all. Y'all are ending generational cycles. All that healing, all that pain, all that suffering, all that grief, all that you went through was not in vain, beloved. It was not in vain. That shit needed to happen. Cause listen, I tell y'all all the time, your healing is your responsibility. Your healing is your responsibility. It's not up to anybody else to do the healing for you. So everything that you have literally gone through, collective, right, was to literally bring you to the person that you are today. And I can most certainly guarantee that the collective that I'm picking up on, you're pretty fucking proud of the person that you have literally become. Who here is proud? Who here is proud? And if you are proud, I want you to write what your biggest accomplishment has been for the year of 2025, whatever that is. All right? It doesn't matter how big or how small. What was your biggest achievement in 2025? Because it's time that you start giving yourself praise for what you've been through. All right, you've been through a lot of shit, you've managed through a lot of shit, but you also accomplished a lot of shit. You hear me? So, if this is resonating from you, all right, if this is resonating for you, please put in the comments what has been the biggest accomplishment for you in the year 2025. Okay? What was the biggest accomplishment? And I'm going to read everybody's, okay? I'm going to read everybody's. So, Mike, the place to be, said used car team leader. Amazing. I'm proud of you too. We got Kai. The biggest accomplishment was choosing myself over the others for once. You know what? We're going to ring the bell. Yvonne, shout out to you on nursing school. Growing professionally, Fresa. Love that for you. Applying discipline, stay true and love. I love that for you. All right, what's up, divine timing? What accomplishment have you had in the year 2025? Post it in the comments. If you're on YouTube, make sure you guys smash that thumbs like. And if you haven't done so, make sure you subscribe to the tribe. I promise you will not regret it. All right, you will not regret it. Anybody else? Anybody else? We got anybody on Instagram that wants to share their biggest accomplishment? Anybody else? Let me know what your biggest accomplishment was in 2025. Me was selling my house. That was the biggest accomplishment. Despite whatever happened with what happened after the fact, the biggest thing for me was that I sold my house, right? The first of my family. I broke generational curses. I was able to maintain a home, not just for a year, for 10 years. Okay, so I feel like that's a big ass accomplishment. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that respectfully. You know what I'm saying? I'm still starting all over, but you know what? I had it and I'll do it again. And that's the energy. Thank you, Patty. I appreciate you. I appreciate y'all. Dropping people pleasing attributes. Robin, congratulations. That is a major accomplishment. Founders Award for Oxford House. Congratulations, my dear. Listen, y'all, please do not lose sight of the accomplishments, okay? Do not lose sight of the accomplishments. Doesn't matter, big or small, okay? You have literally gone through it, collective. You have gone through so much. All right. You have faced so many unsettling truths. You have faced so many unsettling energies. But guess what? You still standing strong. I left the toxic relationship that was draining the life out of me. Congratulations, Cena. Congratulations. You deserve that. Now you love yourself because you said it drained the life out of you. Now it's time for you to bring that life back in. And I would love for you to continue to tap in on these energy reads whenever we tap in. Soul tribe, soul family, that's what we're here for, right? If you felt like you've ever been in a situation where you felt alone, you got a soul tribe here. All right. You got a soul tribe here. You can connect with me on all my platforms. All of my stuff is posted in my Linktree or on my bio. So definitely make sure. Getting my power back. You know what, Renata? God did. God did that. You heard? We got to give thanks and gratitude for even the smallest things. You got to give thanks and gratitude for what you have and for what you don't. You know what I'm saying? Got to give thanks and gratitude for giving you breath. You know what I'm saying? Them lights don't turn on by themselves. You know what I'm saying? Them keys don't open up by themselves. You know what I'm saying? God did that. So all power to the Most High. Thank you all for sharing your accomplishments, and we're going to continue sharing them. I feel like we need to start doing that more often. I've been seeing some videos where they've been doing like the Friendsgiving with the cake, and everybody puts their little flag of what they accomplished in the year. And I think that that's something that we can embody within the collective. We don't have to have a cake, but we sure do got a fucking bell, and we gonna ring that motherfucker every single time. You heard? Yes. I release the collective energy. Thank you so much, Spirit, for aligning us today. I ask that you please watch over each and every one that has viewed this collective, whether it's on live or later on during the replay. I ask that the angels of divine white light, Archangel Michael, protection over the collective. May you watch over them through their journey. May the collective be more receptive to embracing the accomplishments that they have done, whether small or big, whatever the case may be. Allow them to live in the true essence of their journey and not dwindle on what did not work. We release the energy. I call back all my power because it belongs to me. Thank you, Father God, for aligning me at this time with the collective. I release. Ashe, mote it be. All right, you guys, 3:13 on the clock. It is humbled and grateful. Amen, Robin. I love that. I love to see you, girl. It's been a while. So happy that you got to catch me on live. Sandra, my dear, thank you for your donation. The list is open, you guys. Okay, Linktree is in the bio if you would like to connect. Thank you for the fairies. So cute. I appreciate it. We're gonna tap in on the list. So if you would like to join, all right, 15 is the minimum for a spirit-led reading. It is a 3-card pull. I do have other readings available too. If you want to do a full reading, it is 60 on live, and I tap in on the entire energy. I tap in on ancestors. I tap in on your higher self, career, love, you name it. I tap in on all of it. And you also have the option to tap in with me privately if you would like to book a private reading. I do offer those readings. They are video call through WhatsApp or FaceTime. So if that's something that you're interested in, just go ahead and shoot me a message on Instagram, okay? The list is open. If you would like a reading, please drop a sunflower in the chat for me, please, so that I can go ahead and direct you where to send payment. I only have Apple Pay, Venmo, I have PayPal, and Chime. That is all I have, okay? Yes, 60 is on the live. 60 is on the live for a full reading. That's on a live reading. Yeah, 60. If you want to do a private session, a one-on-one for an hour is 111. And that also comes with some mediumship. So I kind of give you like a peek of what that looks like. If I have a spirit or an ancestor that comes forward, I will deliver that. And that's in an hour session. And if you would like to do a 30-minute, that's 70. And those are private, one-on-one. So you get to ask questions, you know, whatever it is that you want clarity on, or if you just want me to tap in. Those are my services. You're welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Love, light, and blessings to you. Okay, you want to do the 60? That's fine. We could definitely tap in on the full. If you want to send the rest. Did anybody else want to join the list? 1515. Love it. I'm telling you, I keep seeing the synchronicities and numbers. Some major shifts. And we also have the last moon. We have the cold moon, December 4th. That's literally approaching. And that's going to be the biggest moon yet. Okay, Sandra, I got you, baby. Maria, are you still on here? Oh, there you are. Remember the name you mentioned my reading? It started with an S. I remember it started with an S. I cleared out the energy, but I did want to tell you I'm also bilingual. I think you said about a reading for your mom. I speak Spanish as well. All right, Sandra, we're gonna tap into your energy, mama. Did it come up for you, Maria? Was it Sandra? I can't remember. Once I released the energy, I let it go. Cause could you imagine me holding on to everybody's energy? I'd be fucking done. That's so funny. All right, Sandra, tap in for me, mama. Sandra, are you are you talking to anybody, or are you like single? It is. It is. It's funny that you say that. Single. Okay. Because I grabbed this deck, and this is more of like the edgier deck. So the fact that you said your energy is heavy, yeah, no. And I'm kind of glad that you booked a full reading so I can kind of guide you through what you're going through. Because I definitely feel it, girl. All right. Single. I'm going to tap into your shadow self as well. We've got a bunch of decks on this desk right now. So I will manage to go through them here in a minute. Sandra, make sure that you are open, okay? Make sure your legs are not crossed and your arms are not crossed. It's okay. Remember, mama, we are in the retrograde season, so it's definitely going to hit heavy. So if you need to cry and you need to let it out, know that it is a safe space, okay? Whatever you got going on, this is a safe space. And we're going to provide you all the energy that you need right now to kind of, get through what you're going through right now, okay? So let's go ahead and open up in prayer. I'm going to bring this light towards me so we can shed that light over to you, okay? Padre nuestro que está en los cielos, santificado sea tu nombre, venga tu reino, hágase tu voluntad en la tierra como en el cielo. Danos hoy nuestro pan de cada día. Perdona nuestra ofensa como también nosotros perdonamos a los que nos ofenden. No nos dejes caer en la tentación, líbranos del mal. Amén. Ave María, Dios te salve María, llena eres de gracia, el Señor es contigo. Bendita tú eres entre todas las mujeres y bendito es el fruto de tu vientre Jesús. Santa María, Madre de Dios, ruega por nosotros pecadores, ahora en la hora de nuestra muerte. Amén. Gloria al Padre, al Hijo, al Espíritu Santo, como era en el principio, ahora y siempre, por los siglos de los siglos. Amén, amén, amén. God, above all, I give you thanks for this time, space, and energy that you're aligning me with Sandra at this time. You know her heart, you know her spirit, and I just ask that you please use me as the beacon of light to bring in truth and clarity and perspective into her life at this time. I ask that you, along with Archangel Michael, shield protection over her crown down to her feet as I now tap into her divine frequency. Open her heart and her mind to allow me to come in and also be receptive to the energy that comes forward. I call upon my highest self, higher power, the angels of divine white light, the Akashic records with the ascended masters to align me with what she needs to know in this current energy. I ask that my santos, my egons, my muertos, la gitana que me acompaña, los indios que me rodean, my son 3, my grandmother Emilia, my best friend Sierra, and we connect at this time as we now tap into the vibration for Sandra's spirit. We give all things in reverence. Ashe, ashe, ashe. All right, Sandra, let's tap into your beautiful energy, okay? Just try and breathe, girl. I know you've been going through it, but just try and breathe because I definitely feel like you are heavy, okay? I feel like you are holding on to so much. I feel like you're resentful. You feel like the energy that's coming forward is you feel alone. You're tired of doing everything by yourself. You're exhausted. You feel like you're not being heard. You're having to repeat yourself. And then when you repeat yourself, it's like nobody is hearing you. Like how you're feeling and the way that you're moving is like you feel kind of like nobody sees you. I'm picking up that energy heavy. And God, I'm telling you right now, God doesn't want you to feel like you are alone. You may feel alone at this time, girl, but you're not. Your angels are literally with you. Number 3 could be very significant here because I'm seeing a lot of 3s when it comes to you. All right, you need to start communicating your needs because I feel like, yes, you're on the verge of crashing out, but it's because you wait so long to finally feel what it is that you're feeling. All right, I feel that heavily. You process things, you take too long to process your emotions, your feelings. That's what's fucking you up. Let me know if you can hear me, okay? I'm not sure where you're at, but we're about to tap into your energy. Yes, my kid's dad keeps taking them against the court order. That's what I'm saying. You feel kind of like you feel like you're caught up in the crossfire, right? But like I see you kind of like you feel defeated and spirit is saying no. Right now is not the time to give up, right? That energy, I'm hearing he's gonna get caught up. All right, he's gonna get caught up, but you gotta allow karma to do its own thing. There is nothing that you gotta do because it's gonna happen. All right, that man's gonna get caught up. I'm telling you right now, and you know I don't be saying shit, but I see it. Spirit is literally showing me that this person's gonna get caught up in some sort of way, and there's nothing that you need to worry about. Yes, it's stressful right now, and you need to figure out a way to co-parent. But he is somebody that is very narcissistic, somebody that really tries to make your life a living hell, really. Yes, it takes me a while to feel things because I can be impulsive when I feel it instantly. Right. Hence the crash outs. But that's the thing. You are to feel your emotions. You are to experience what you're feeling. You process it, right? But it doesn't mean that you act out. And I feel like that's what happens. People don't push me cuz I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. Like people know how to direct that energy like poking the bear. You may be small, right? But once you blow, it's like the whole cap of the volcano goes off. You know what I'm saying? You don't care what, because I'm hearing that song Crash and Burn by Leon Thomas. Everything's going to go up in flames. You don't give a fuck. And that's where spirit don't want you. Like, don't let nobody trick you out your spot, right? I ain't even pulled no cards yet, and I'm just telling you what I'm picking up on the energy. Don't let nobody trick you out your spot, right? Don't put nobody else on the pedestal, right? Because people are going to continue to try to knock you off your pedestal. Remain calm. You need to ground yourself. You're not doing anything to ground yourself. I can most certainly guarantee that. That's your responsibility. And yes, I understand you're a single mother, right? I understand that you still have to work and provide and maintain, right? But your self-care, your mental health, all of that is part of you, right? It's part of you. You need to make that an effort. You need to make that a priority, because if not, you're going to continue to crash out. I'm telling you, girl, you're a loose cannon, a loose fire cannon. I'm telling you. Don't let nobody trick you out your spot. I keep saying the same thing. I'm getting hot. I'm getting hot. You get real heated, girl. You get heated. I'm telling you. Don't let people get in your head. You give away your power that way. You need to remain in control. Do you know how to do that? Do you know how to remain in control? If not, I could definitely help you with some exercises. But girl, loose cannon, loose fucking cannon. Spirit, thank you. Look, that shit ran. Look, the number 8, okay? 8 can be significant here for you, okay? It came out in the reverse, all right? So, could be Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo energy. I feel like I do, but it's more like shutting down and isolating. 2, I don't do anything dumb. Shutting down and isolating is your inner child, girl. Think about it. Think about it. When you were a little girl and you wanted to go off and you were feeling a type of way, what did you do? Your inner child, the little girl that's still wounded in you, still reacts at this grown ass age. See what I'm saying? You allow people to trigger you, and you have yet to find a way to cope with your inner child. So, what you do is you act out the inner child. So, again, you're holding all that in, you're repressing all of that. And again, you don't feel like nobody is understanding you. But how can anybody understand you if you're not speaking your truth? You don't know how to articulate your words, because when you get mad, you just start spewing whatever comes up. And that's not how communication works. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? You need to be more confident in your future. You need to be more confident in your future. All right. You also really need to find ways to center yourself. Okay. Because I really do see you on the edge of a cliff. And at any fucking moment, I see you going off. So there's really a need for you to really ground yourself. Okay. Um, what does your schedule look like? Are you able to take some time for yourself? Can you dedicate some time to ground yourself? Because it really only takes 5 minutes. Bendición, mamá. Bendición, mi amor. Lucy Progreso. Do you honestly say you can put some time? Can you set some time apart to ground? That's the biggest question here. Can you set some time to ground yourself? Right now, I know it's a boiling point. I understand that, right? But moving forward, you still got to work with the energy. You still got to find the time. You know what I'm saying? You got to incorporate better habits to help you navigate what it is that you're feeling. That's the healthiest approach. So I'm gonna need you to find the time, girl. 5 minutes. Give yourself 5 minutes before, right when you wake up, before shit starts hitting the fan, right? And 5 minutes before you go to bed. That's 10 minutes. Can you give yourself 10 minutes a day? I can. I need to touch the grass or something when I take my baby to the park. Listen, that is a natural way, right? Even going for a walk. You could put your baby in a stroller, right? Keeping your blood flow active, right? Doing something to increase that dopamine. Because right now, you there's a chemical imbalance, right? That mentally, because again, I really feel like you suffer from mental health, especially after this baby. You could have gone through some post what is it? Postpartum. Sorry, it wasn't coming to me, but I feel like you still struggle with postpartum, and that's just a part, right? That's a part. Ashe to you, my queen. That's just a part of your journey, right? But you need to learn to navigate. And if you're not doing anything, mama, you're just going to keep sinking yourself into a deeper hole, okay? So it's very important that you really use this time. And I honestly, I would love to send you like a yoni steam, right? It's just a pot of herbs, right? You steam. I don't know if you've ever done a yoni steam, right? But that will help you rejuvenate, especially after having your baby. And this will also help restore and replenish what's missing, right? Physically and spiritually. And if that's something you want to do, my love, please let me know. You know I work with herbs, girl. I don't play about that. Yes, I have PTSD from being in a really bad relationship with my kid's dad, and I did have postpartum. Yeah. And because you have that, it's even harder on you. And that's why I'm saying, like, I understand what you're going through. It's not something that you could just, you know, um flip the switch. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't turn it off. Like, this is something that you're actively going through, but you haven't found the right way to navigate it, right? So it's like you've been lost on your course, and because you have no insight, no direction, you're just mad, right? Hi, baby. How are you? Bendición. Bendición. I be fighting depression so much. That's what I'm saying, girl. You got to incorporate. Because look, the Queen of Water is in the reverse. The Queen of Cups is in the reverse. Emotionally, you literally are going through so much. You're blocking your intuition. You're not listening to the inner voice, and that's very important, especially being the nurturer that you are as a mother. There's a need for you to feel, right? Because you block out, and I'm sorry that you experience, an abusive relationship. I my heart is with you, right? Because I also can resonate with that. But you are not your situation. Your situation does not define who you are. And one thing, I said this earlier, right? And this is for whoever's listening, wherever you are on your healing journey. That domestic relationship happened in the past, right? Your person now has elevated from that situation. Because you have elevated, your thought process should also elevate, meaning that you, not saying you move on or you move past what happened, but you utilize that experience, right, to create something that's going to be lucrative for you and not detrimental to your growth. Okay. So let's say that relationship happened 5 years ago. Well, guess what? 5 years later, you're still holding on to that same concept, but your person has already evolved. So that concept does not evolve. That concept does not align with the person that has already evolved. Do you understand what I'm saying? Am I making sense? Lots of sun, move furniture around, paint your house, milk baths, vitamin colognes, all of that. Yes. You got to amp up the space. Yes, that makes sense. Okay, mother of 3 and 5 grandkids is hard, but we can do it. Yes, 100%. It takes a tribe. And Sandra, you're not alone. You have your soul tribe here. I haven't even gone through any of the other decks, girl. I'm just telling you because I feel the energy. I'm tapped into your energy. You're blocked. You're blocked. I feel it when I'm tapping into your energy, your chakra scan, all of your chakras. You're not grounded. So if your root chakra, which is the first, right, that's the base. If your root chakra is off, you don't think all of your other chakras are going to be misaligned? That's why you're at the point where you're at right now, mama. You're at the point of crashing out, right? Because you're not doing anything to align yourself. You're dealing with so much and it's very overwhelming for you, but it's your responsibility to take care of that, my love. All right. And we're going to help you. Let's tap into your shadow self. And again, remember I told you, I remember the reading when I found out, when I was tapping into your energy, and I told you about that time at the river. I tapped into the past life energy, and it was you and your father in a past life, remember? And I told you about the scar. I saw a scar in the gut, and you literally said that in this lifetime your father has a scar in his stomach, right? I told you about that you were going to have a baby boy, right? Told you all of that shit. Not even knowing you from anything. I told you all of that shit, right? So trust what I'm telling you, girl, because look at the bottom of the deck. We have the father. A lot of the trauma that you're dealing with is associated with paternal, right? And this goes for many lifetimes. I told you this. And it's still affecting you, but you haven't done anything to really break apart, right? That shit's been eating you up. Do you go to therapy? Have you thought about going to therapy? Because I feel like you would benefit from talking to somebody professionally, okay? um I mean, I'm not a therapist. I don't have a PhD, you know what I'm saying? I can help you spiritually. I can help you get to the root of your problem, but I highly suggest that you seek professional help to help you combat this. And also, I'm not big on pharmaceuticals, right? But I do believe that there are medicines to help you with your moods, okay? Because I feel like right now you're really on the edge, but you have to be willing to commit to that. You have to be willing to commit. Let's tap into your shadow self, my love. Shadow self. When it comes to Sandra, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what is the energy? What can you show me? Do your thoughts need a reboot? Look at that, girl. I can't make this shit up. I cannot make this shit up. Focus on the good in your life. Look at that. Let me mirror this real quick. Hold on. Do your thoughts need a reboot? Focus in focus on the good in your life. Your mind, man. Your mind plays tricks on you, man. I'm telling you, I can't stress that enough. You gotta get out your head, girl. That's why I said I think you need to consider going into professional, like for therapy, okay? Avoidance. Remember, we were talking about avoidance. You're the type that when something happens, you seclude yourself, you isolate yourself. This is a habit that has been habitual since you were a child. And because you've created this habitual act, you need to break out of that cycle. You need to break out of it, okay? This is what it says. It says avoidance. In the dance of shadows, I conceal and evade. Fear's veil keeps me distant in the dark's cool shade. So this is your lower vibrational self, right? You feel comfortable in this energy, in this avoidance energy, and that's not healthy. It's not conducive to you. It's not doing anything but keeping you stuck in your old ways. All right, it's not doing anything but keeping stuck in your old ways. So what are we doing? Are we going to continue flowing in old cycles, or are we going to finally learn from the experiences? Yes, what you went through was painful. I'm not going to take that away from you. Yes, you have grief. Yes, you have sorrow. Yes, you have agony. Yes, but those experiences happen because they were learning lessons for you. There's something in the experience that you need to learn. What haven't you learned yet? Because what I'm gathering is you attract relationships that are not suitable for you. You attract partners that are emotionally unavailable. You attract partners that are very abusive towards you. Why do you think you accept that type of behavior? You got to ask yourself that. I got to switch this because this is really annoying me right now. There we go. Do you understand what I'm saying? All right. You understand what I'm saying? Let's see what's keeping you stuck. All right. Because we're talking about relationships. When it comes to relationships, has been something that you struggled with. Okay. So let's see what's blocking you so we can bring that to the forefront. All right. Spirit for Sandra. For Sandra, what is holding her? What is holding her back from truly coming into a healthy relationship? Getting hurt. All love comes with a risk of losing it. Don't be afraid to floss. Take a chance. All right? When it comes to love, you are scared as fuck, girl. And you know what? That's normal for somebody who's gone through what you've gone through, right? But you gotta love yourself first, man, because you've been through a lot. Yes, I understand, but since going through that, I don't accept nothing no more. But that's the thing, man. That's the thing. You block your own blessings, right? Because given what you went through, right? I'm not saying that this is the timeline. I'm not saying that there is a timeline, so please don't take this the timeline that I'm speaking for you, right? I'm just giving you an example, right? You just went through a traumatic experience, right? Who's to say that God wouldn't send you healing in another form through another person? Even given the experience that you just went through, right? Given the experience that you just went through, you don't think that God is going to try to restore you and send you somebody, but the way that you're moving, you're literally blocking everybody. You're on defense. Literally, if I could pull the 9 of Wands, Spirit showed me the 9 of Wands, right? You literally, like, you're not approachable. You're not approachable. Um and because you're not approachable, people are not going to actively come to you and have a conversation and open dialogue with you, right? Because you're closed off. And it's because your experiences have literally caused so much hurt for you that it's like now you're blocking any sort of access from anybody coming in. That wall is so fucking high. Hi Nara, bendición. That wall is so high that even you can't even get past that motherfucker. I'm here, mama. I know you said you wanted to do a private, and I definitely got you. Just let me know, okay? Love and light to you, mama. I hope you're doing well. Um, yeah, girl. It's time to let this shit go, man. We too old for this shit. Your inner child is literally, your inner child is literally ruining. You have to heal. Listen, when was the last time you gave the little girl in you a hug? When was the last time, you really like talked to the little girl in you? I can most certainly guarantee it's been so long, girl. I don't think you ever have. That little girl, she needs you, right? The teenage wounded girl, she needs you. And also the wounded woman that you are today, yo, she needs you. You need yourself. Ain't nobody outside coming here to save you, girl. You need to save you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you can't let all these people just hinder you from your growth. That's what I'm saying. You know what I really feel? Should I text you through Instagram or on here? It doesn't matter. I think you sent me a message on Instagram. So go ahead and send me a message on Instagram. Because I'm pretty sure I've responded back to you. Look, stuck in the past. You see what I'm saying, girl? That little girl needs to be released. She needs to be free. Like I was telling you in the collective energy, the year of the horse, right? You let that horse run in a pasture, a green pasture. That horse is going to run like it's nobody's business. Why? Because ain't nothing constricting that horse from moving forward, right? That horse is free. Don't you want to be free? Don't you want to be free of this hurt, this pain that you've been holding on to? It's time that you let go. Really, like I'm telling you, you've been festering in the past for so long, right? And I can most certainly guarantee that you've blocked out certain experiences in your life. You probably have gaps, right, that you don't remember because you blocked it out. Why? Because the little girl in you saw it safe to block out memories, to block out traumatic experiences. And that's why I'm so big on your mental health, girl, because your mental health is struggling. It's hanging by a thread. And I will continue to pray for you. I will have you on my prayer list. But I really, really hope that you take what I'm telling you really into consideration, right? Not for your kids. I want you to do this for you because you deserve that. You understand what I'm saying? You've done struggle with so much in life that it's time that you give that you give yourself, give back to you. You deserve to heal from this past. You deserve to heal from this pain. You've been carrying it for so long. And you're at this point where you feel like everybody is here to hurt you. No, I'm not here to hurt you. I haven't done one thing to hurt you. If anything, I've been here to support you, to guide you, to share love and light towards you. And there are other people like me. But had we not connected, because if you think about it, I always bring this up, the way that you and I connected, right? A fucking male review show. Like, out of all the odds, what place did God place me in your life, right? And I'm still here bringing light into your life, right? I haven't even seen you since that time, right? It's been like 2 years. I want to say it's been 2 years since I seen you at that place, right? But that just goes to show you, right, that God will place the right person in your life when you least expect it. You never expected me to show up in your life, but I did. And I came in guns blazing. I told you the truth. I told you everything. I literally told you what you were going to have. I told you shit about your past that I never knew, right? So that's why I say, girl, you need to be more open and receptive because God hears you. God hears you. All right? God hears what you're going through. God knows what you're going through. So you don't think that after all those cries that you've made that God's going to send you somebody to help restore some sort of balance back into your life? I need you to really receive that message, okay? Isn't it crazy how some of us from 2 years ago are here again now? Telling you, man, there's major shifts happening. Yes, and if it wasn't in person, God knows I would have been closed off. Exactly my point. That's what I'm trying to get you to see, right? You had to meet me in person to feel my energy, right? But half of these other people, like, look, Maria, right? I just did a private reading for her. Maria's been here also for a couple years. I've never seen Maria in person. Never. But my energy drew her to me. And because she trusted my energy, right? She trusted my energy and she knows that I'm a God-fearing woman. She allowed me in. But you, on the other hand, my love, you are not like that. You're very much closed off, but it's because of the experiences that you've gone through. It's because of the people that have betrayed you and defied you, has caused you to be closed off. And I don't want you to miss out on more angels that God sends your way because of what people have done in the past. You understand what I'm trying to say when I tell you that? Please let me know. Okay. I need you to be more receptive, okay? There are more people like me that want to help you, but you have to allow the energy to flow in. You're very closed off. And you don't mean it. You don't mean it. But the reason why it happens is because of what you've gone through. Actually, I'm going to pull a life lesson for you, girl. Let's get a life lesson for Sandra. Let's get a life lesson for Sandra Spirit. It says value integrity and honesty. Value integrity and honesty. I feel like that's how you need to be moving on. I feel like that's the movement that you need to be on. Value integrity and honesty. And if you want to run this reading back on YouTube, you can. I don't remember the timestamp, but you could definitely run it back. I'm gonna take the rest of these because these also came out. It says, oof, are you ready for this? Let me know if you're ready for this, girl. It says, save yourself before you save someone else. Mm. Save yourself before you save someone else. You hear me, girl? I know you hear me. I know you hear me. And it says, can life just chill out for a second? Can life just chill out for a second? Listen, life can chill out, But life is gonna chill out when you finally fucking accept that this shit is just not it anymore. All right, this shit is not it anymore. You gotta start changing, looking at your values and your beliefs, right? Because again, you're not the same person you were when you were in that domestic relationship. You have evolved, and your thoughts on it should change as well. Ooh, that's me for sure. I be saying, damn, can things just chill? Yeah, girl. Look, pay attention to the red flags. You're a very attractive person. I told you this. You're a very attractive person, but you need to be more vigilant about what is being shown to you, because I feel like spirit is very, very adamant about showing you that a person is clearly not it for you. All right? Because I feel like when it comes to you, you tend to attract partners and they go very quick because they're gaslighters. They tell you what you want to hear, right? And as soon as that spark initiated, that motherfucker is going out. That's what I'm saying. Crash and burn. Your relationships never last. But it's because spirit is protecting you. Love yourself first. I can't make it up. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Love yourself first, okay? That should be your main focus. And free yourself. So pay attention to the red flags, love yourself first, and free yourself. It's time that you take control of your life. Take back control of your life, okay? Start paying attention to the signs, all right? Let's check career. Let's check career. I just had a deck. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Money, 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 money. Main? Main what? Oh, okay. All right, spirit. Money. Money for Sandra. All right, let me ask you a question. Do you have hobbies that could potentially, bring or make money for you? Um, like, some people, like back in the day, I will work a regular job, right? But I was still doing t-shirts and decals and different things like that on the side. Um, I was doing cups. I don't know if you remember. But are there certain things that you are interested in that you feel like you could tap in on and, make money from? If so, let me know in the chat. Yes, it's always been a thought, but never got through. What is it? Because I feel like when it comes to work, you've gotten very comfortable, right? You've literally been very comfortable, and you being comfortable, um, has caused you to be very cautious about your financial choices that you're making. So that's what I'm asking. Like, what is this idea? Because I feel like this will also help alleviate some of that depression. Hey, mama. It will alleviate some of that depression that you're going through when you keep your mind focused. What is this idea? I just feel like I don't have enough room. You were getting filtered. Enough room for what? T-shirt press. Girl, stop. You could put it on the floor. Trust me. People be doing it in the alleys, okay? Winter, your ancestors want you to take care, all right? It's time that you take care of your own needs. You need to start trusting in the divine, all right? It's time that you start trusting in the divine. The divine has a plan for you, all right? Embrace all the energy of peace. Be protective of yourself. There's a need for you to follow suit, all right? I feel like this t-shirt, I'm not saying that it's going to be this big ass business. I'm not saying that. Of course, I would want to manifest that for you, right? But I feel like this is going to be something that's going to be very important for you to navigate your depression, your postpartum, to get out of your head. Final message for Sandra. Pluto, rebirth, girl. Listen, whatever is dead is gone. Dead that shit. That shit kept coming up in your reading. It's time to let go of the past. All right? The past does not make you weak. What you went through does not make you weak. All right? Your past is what has molded you and created you to be who you are today. So I think you need to be more mindful of that. All right? Be more mindful of that. Allow what isn't for you, release it, girl. I'm telling you. Release it. Let it the fuck go. All right? You're holding on to too much. Please let me know if you end up getting um a therapist. I know sometimes it's kind of hard to really trust people, but I definitely feel like this is something that's going to be very helpful to you moving forward, because there's a lot that you're holding on to still. All right, mama? Thank you so much for trusting me with your energy. I release your energy. I call back all my power because it belongs to me. Ashe to you. Ashe to your ancestors. God, I ask that you please restore Sandra. Allow her to receive the energy that she needs at this time. Allow her to really take in the energy from today to move forward and release the past for what it is. Allow her to see what she needs to see and move forward like the horse in freedom and light energy. We give all things. Thank you for her light. Thank you for her love. Thank you for aligning us today. I release your energy. I call back on my power. Ashe to the ancestors, motive theme. You're very welcome, my dear. I send you so much love and light. I pray that you do this for you. Like I said, not your kids. You do this for you. Okay, my dear? All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and release you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I did go ahead and I didn't write down my timestamps. I apologize. We will get back to timestamps, but momentarily just be patient with me, okay? Thank you so much for tuning in on the energy. Love, light, prosperity to each and every one of you. And if you guys catch this live after on the replay, just put a sunflower, and don't forget, all right, if you haven't done so, make sure to drop, all right? Listen carefully. Make sure, even if you're on TikTok and you want to come back onto the YouTube, make sure you drop your biggest accomplishment for 2025, okay? So we can ring that bell. We can ding that bell for all those accomplishments. All right. Love, light, prosperity, you guys. I'll see you on the next stream. Have